Michael, can you please go ahead and read us the first learning target?
I can use text evidence to support my inferences.
Okay, in your best words, can you rephrase that?
Text evidence is like details that you can support your inferences with.
Okay, beautiful. Layla, can you read the second learning target for us?
I can participate in a discussion with my partner about our inference.
Okay, good. Can you just put that learning target in your own words for us?
It means like you can talk to your partner about what your inference is, and you can tell them about your text evidence.
Beautiful. If you just take a look over here, what I did was I blew up on this chart a piece of the speech that we've closely read from Obama. The objective of my lesson today was for children to be able to read a complex text that they've already read closely and be able to draw inferences from it based on text evidence. So what I did was I made you guys copies, so you have them all at your on your laps right now. So if you could just follow along, I want you to pay close attention while I just read this one section and I focus in on what the text says and if I can draw any inferences based on what I've read so far. The students were given ample amount of time to really take on a complex text, and in this instance it was an excerpt from President Obama's speech that he gave in 2009. They had the time to closely read it and really highlight words that they struggled with and focused on how to get through that text, and they chunked it at their own level.
I'm inferring that you should do good in school to get a good future, which means like when you get older, you get like a good career and don't just not get a good job, like not get a job.
Yeah. And then in the text,
Which is right here.
Yeah.
Here and then up to here. Here in America, you write your own destiny. You make your own future. I accept great things from you, which is right there.
yeah.
Which we wrote. So that was the text evidence. And another thing is don't let us down and your family or your country or yourself down. So that's what it means for the inference and the text evidence.
I'm inferring that his childhood wasn't as good as he and should have been.
Yeah, and
Acceptance is all right here. The second paragraph. I'm not proud of it, and I got in trouble more than I should have.
From this text, I thought that pulling inferences would be a little bit more challenging because it was a speech, which is not something that they're necessarily comfortable with reading. It's something they're used to just listening to. I want you to listen to the language, okay? I wrote, I'm inferring that Obama is a president that feels passionate about education and will focus on this while he's in office. Text evidence. I know this because in the text it states that he has given a lot of speeches about education. We've already read this, they've listened to the speech, they've read it, but now today they're looking at a text through a different lens. So they've already read it closely and they've gotten the main idea from it, but today now, as readers, they're looking at the text to make inferences. So I'm inferring that if I quit school, I won't be successful in life. That's the inference you made. That's wonderful. Okay. And then your text evidence is I know this because?
I know this because in the text it says you do not do that. If you quit school, you're not just quitting on yourself, you're quitting on your country.
My partner Danny and I inferred that if you work hard, you can get anything done. I know this because in the text it says neither of Michelle Obama's parents have gone to college and they didn't have much, but they worked hard so that she could go to the best schools in the country.
Okay, really nice. So they got the close read in and they got the main idea of the lesson. And then today, it was broken down even more. So I think it was important for the students to see that you can read a text multiple amount of times for different reasons and really gain different levels of knowledge from it each time you revisit the text.
No one's written your destiny for you. Here in America, you write your own destiny. You make your own future. I expect great things from each of you. So don't let us down. Don't let your family or your country or yourself down. Make us all proud. I know you can do it.
Okay, so we have to, since I did the inference last time, do you want to do the inference and I'll do the text evidence?
Yeah, so I'm inferring that Obama wants you to work hard in school so you can have a good future.
Now I know it's not always easy to do well in school. I know a lot of you have challenges in your lives right now that makes it hard to focus on your schoolwork. It wasn't always easy and as focused as I should have been. Like if you have something in your mind that's hard to get rid of, it's hard to take it off of that and do your schoolwork.
One of the things that I've had to let go of as a teacher was really just letting go and letting the kids take on the text at their own rate and go through the text and read it closely and read it first to get the flow, and then to chunk it and get the gist, and then to reread their gist, then to get the main idea. And the last learning target I want to highlight, I can explain how I make an inference and why it is important when I read. Okay, so the how part. How do we make inferences? What is it that you have to do?
To make an inference, you have to read a passage, and then it doesn't have to say say it in the passage, but you have to use your brain, and you have to think a lot to form an inference of what a main idea is. Like you have to think more for the inference. Like the one that we did, you have to go into it.
Good, so can I have a volunteer to maybe just piggyback off of what Sam said to kind of explain, to push your thinking a little further to explain what an inference is?
Well, an inference is when you draw a conclusion based on the text in the article. So me and Sophie said that. Wait, Sophie, what did you say?
I said that in an inference, it doesn't come right out and tell you. So you have to use your brain, and you have to think of something that you think would be a good inference about what you've read.
With the staircase of complexity, you have to slow down, and we have to kind of let go and say, okay, let me give the kids the special time that they need to get through the text and to be able to absorb it, and then to be able to talk about it to someone else.
Our inference was that I'm inferring that here in America, everyone is independent and we take care of our own selves. And my text evidence is that I know this because in the text it states that here in America, you write your own destiny and you make your own future.
Okay, really good.
Me and my partner, Jonathan Floman, were inferring that President Obama wants us to focus on our schoolwork. And we backed that up by saying in the text it says that Obama doesn't want us every waking hour in front of the TV or with that Xbox.
Beautiful. That is an excellent model of what an inference is. I think we're seeing better results as teachers while they're reading because they're getting that time now. So when you think about a close read, it takes a longer amount of time for the kids to get through it, but the results are better and they're more positive, and the kids are really comprehending the text at a deeper level. I'm really pleased with the results.